this. What is going on, you guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video we're going to be going over how to shut down RPOs in Madden 24. This has been a recommended video that a lot of people are looking for because it's one of the most frustrating things to deal with is someone spamming certain RPOs in Madden 24. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment anything that you guys might be struggling with down below, and become a part of the Noti gang. And if you have nothing to comment, we'll just comment FTA. It stands for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. So become a part of the FTA squad, the FTA gang, whose house, Rams house. Boo. If it ain't Colts, it's a boo. It's a boo from me. But shout out to the FTA squad, man. I love y'all. I thank y'all. We're climbing, we're growing, and I cannot do it without you guys' help. So let's get right into it, man. RPOs in Madden. And the main thing when it comes to RPOs, there's one main thing that people have to do when it comes to trying to stop them. And that is know the RPO. Every playbook has an RPO style play that people love to spam to get easy yardage, because once they run it and it works, they'll run it over and over and over again. You have to be able to identify which RPO is attacking you. So, you know, that's part of the whole way to stop them. Now, the best part is that there's only a certain amount of RPOs per playbook, and there's even less per formation. So if you see somebody coming out in a random formation and they run an RPO, one thing that you guys are going to want to do is take, keep a mental note of that so that you guys will be able to learn, use what I tell you in today's video to stop that RPO. But, so again, realizing the formation and learning how to beat the RPOs, it's going to be a big help. So for this video, let's start off with under center and one of the more popular RPOs in the game. And we're gonna be coming out of the single back wing slot. And again, stretch alert bubble, one of the most OP things in the game. This is going to help you beat this kind of formation, and it's going to help you beat the single back wing tight that a lot of people like to spam, which is in the Jets playbook. It's in more playbooks, but Jets is probably the most popular one. So single back wing tight has a run that's like almost unstoppable until you realize that they can only run it one way. Same thing with the single back wing slot. They can't flip RPO runs. So it becomes easy once you know what you're looking for. So on the defensive side of the ball, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your coaching adjustments, and you're going to click R3 to access your coaching adjustments. And you're going to turn your auto alignment to base. You can leave this on or off. It depends on how you want to run this. But for this, I'm going to use off because I'm going to use dollar to stop these run plays. Dollar shouldn't be able to stop the run play. So if you can stop these run plays in dollar, you're going to be able to stop them in pretty much almost any formation as long as you follow these tips. So we just called spinner out of dollar. And on the offensive side, stretch alert bubble. Now, the easiest ways to shut down single back RPOs is simply to base align and blitz the strong side cornerback. So if we're looking at the strong side, let's go ahead and showcase the entire play. This is the strong side. Okay, we have the tight end on this side, and we have the numbers advantage on this side. These two guys do not count with the hat count simply because they are on the outside of the formation, and these guys are on the interior. So we have two tight ends here, which makes this the strong side of the field. This is where every single under center RPO is going to run. They're going to run it that way. We're looking at stopping stretch, halfback dives or stretch alert lookie or whatever. Halfback dive alert lookie. Those are easy to stop because those are just simple run plays that they have to follow their blocks, and they have to get through pretty much an entire defensive front to actually go through. The stretch alert, for some reason, it completely dumbs out the offense. And I'm going to go ahead and run this one time without making any adjustments, just to showcase exactly what the cornerback does on this play specifically. So the cornerback pursuit angles are pretty much broken in Madden. So the cornerback sees that it's a play, but he's simply eyeing. I have no idea what he's looking at. A cheerleader in the stands, yeah, she might have showed up to your practice, but she's not helping you win any games because you're sitting there eyeing her in like, what are you looking at? He's looking at the ball carrier, and he's still kind of running towards his right side while the ball carrier is running towards the left. He has no reason to be looking towards, I don't know, the quarterback, maybe the center. No idea. So That is one of the biggest problems with this whole thing. So obviously we're going to end up getting yardage here. This is a lot of yardage for a simple run play, about 9 yards on that carry. We want to prevent that. So again, the way that I mentioned is you're going to base align and press. Okay, we've already set our auto alignment to base, so we're just going to pinch our entire defense. This is going to be the easiest way to do it. And then blitz the cornerback, the outside cornerback on the strong side of the field. So right now we're blitzing Porter here. Now I think I might have just messed it up because now he's going to take like an interior angle. So let me go ahead and see if I can change this up again. Okay, he's blitzing, so hopefully it works without messing up. And then after that, you have to account for the RPO in the actual play. So we're going to take prime time here and we're going to man him up to this guy here. So now we have a free safety on the left side. You can either take this guy and user him or put him in some kind of zone, whether it be a deep blue zone, a hook zone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter the zone. And then you're going to take the weak side linebacker in whichever play that you guys are running. Actually, I don't even have to put that on the D line. And then you're going to hover above, right? Now, as you can see, we have a man out there for that extra help. And you're going to want to click on almost every single time so that you can go ahead and tackle him yourself, because if you don't, you will end up getting juked out of your shoes, because some people will get comfortable with you having one man to beat and then one juke move and then you're off to the races. Again, dollar isn't the best run defense, but when you're trying to stop RPOs, this is the best and easiest way to do it, simply because you know that they only have one way to run. Now, if they start hopping out in a random stretch play, that stretch play, if they call it more than once, the defense itself is going to completely just adjust to it, and they're going to shut it down themselves. So again, it doesn't matter what formation you're in. Let's go ahead and call timeout. We're going to go ahead and hop into a random defense. We're just going to hop into a random play. So we're just going to call random play on the defensive side. And again, we're going to call single back, alert, bubble, whatever. And it's going to be the same situation here. So boom, we're going to pinch our entire defense. We're going to blitz that outside cornerback. And then here in this situation specifically, we're going to take Taylor and we're going to move him out here and man him up to the outside receiver, just so he doesn't kind of burn us on that play. And then after that, the stretch alert looky. And as you can see, the cornerback is there every single time. Now, a couple tips that you guys are going to need to know when it comes to this is you have to account for that blitzing cornerback and adjust. So I'm just going to hop back in dollar, because dollar seems to be one of the easier things to go ahead and adjust to. So again, we're going to pinch everything, blitz. But when you blitz, you're taking that cornerback out of his assignment. So right now, if we bring up the squigglies, this guy has nobody manned up on him, so you have to adjust for that, by the way. That's something that you guys have to make sure, or else you will end up getting torched for like a touchdown. So one thing that you guys are going to want to do is take this blitzing cornerback here, because this guy doesn't really matter. We have to have this guy blitzing specifically. Take that guy, man him up, or, you know, create like a little zone coverage on that side simply. And then once that happens, again, it's going to be the same result where that guy is in there pretty much blitzing in and stuffing a stretch for a loss. This is how to shut down the single back wing tight, single back wing slot, any RPO where they're stretching the play. This is how you are going to shut it down immediately. Now, for any of the RPOs that are coming out of shotgun, and I am in the Eagles playbook, the Indianapolis playbook, which is essentially the Eagles playbook, but anyone that is coming out of shotgun, let's say bunch strong nasty, it has a very good RPO with the RPO read bubble. It's the same situation, except they're coming out of shotgun, which means that the play is going to be completely different. And all you have to do is pretty much man up that outside guy. So a lot of people like to run zone coverage, but if you run a cover 3 or a cover 4 like this, they're going to be able to hit that guy on the edge. And as you can see, they got one man to beat, and boom. The way you stop this one is easier than all the other ones. All you have to do is pretty much man up that outside receiver. So now that guy's manned up. Remember, we have to make sure that we adjust for whatever it is that we just adjusted to. So now if we try to run that RPO again, now there's a man right there to make that tackle and shut down that play. So this is another really popular RPO in the game, simply because a lot of the pro players, they run this formation. You can run this out of the bunch strong nasty. There's a regular bunch nasty. that has the same thing where the outside cornerback is all the way to the left. And again, there's just so many different options to do. Now, the last thing that happens in these RPOs is people come out in sort of trips formations and formations like this. And most of the time, I'll say 90% of the time, if you're playing any kind of zone, zones dumb out for some reason. Now, I have a zone and I'm going to put them in a hard flat. Zones, for some reason, they completely dumb out and you'll end up giving up that play more oftentimes than not. It's very, very frustrating. It's one of the most annoying things in the game to put a hard flat down there because I did just shade underneath. So he's in a hard flat, as you can see. And as you can see, he's playing either too far towards the outside. And if you play curl flats, he plays too up, as if he's trying to stop like a curl that's in the middle of the field. And that gets very, very frustrating. And you don't want to deal with that. As you can see, zones just don't work. So what you're going to want to do is man up. If you know who the RPO guy is, every play has the same RPO person. So right now, we already know that it's going to be number 13. It's going to be, is that Mike Evans? I have no idea. No, it's Hyatt from the Giants. So we're going to take this guy and we're going to man him up to 13. Now, we're not only just going to do that. We're going to move him towards the inside. He has to be towards the inside so that once the play gets called, he goes ahead and attacks that receiver. So now if we go ahead and try to run that play, as you can see, now it's a tackle for a loss instead of him having the potential chance to break that tackle. So again, to stop RPOs, almost every single RPO that comes out of any shotgun formation, make it look like you're blitzing that outside cornerback, even if he's moving inside. Make it look like you're blitzing him, and then all of a sudden, no one's gonna be able to block him. As you can see, we're trying to scramble away from him so that we can go ahead and try our best to create a little bit of separation there. This is how you stop every single RPO. Do not pass commit. I know some people tell you to pass commit. That results in pancakes. You do not want to deal pass commit kind of situation. So I'm going to try to pass commit here just to show you guys that pancakes happen. All right, no pancakes happening, but for some reason, once you pass commit, your defenders run slower. The play just does not work. Pass committing is the worst thing that you guys can do against these. As you can see, the pancakes happen. Bo Jackson is out for a good 40 yards. Now, to stop the actual run, that's simple run defense. You're just trying to shut down the run in the interior, and that's it. There's not much else that they can do. It's simply this part here that gets everybody frustrated to the point where they don't want to play the game anymore and all that stuff. But as you can see, we shut down the run there simply by just pinching everybody, and we manned up this guy here. So he doesn't get blocked. As you can see, he doesn't get blocked. He doesn't get picked up until way, way afterwards, but they have to throw the RPO soon or else they're going to have an illegal man downfield. So again, this is how you shut down all the RPOs. Stop having issues with them, especially the under center ones, because there's only one way that they can run. And that makes our life 10 times easier when we're playing Madden. This is how you stop the RPOs in Madden 24. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. If you guys are looking to get better at Madden, make sure you guys are subscribed and check out some of the other videos on the channel if you're trying to take your game to the next level. My name is Pony Montana. I will see you guys in the next video, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.